Sweet memories of the video. We will never show the video again. The video is gone. Maybe one day. Well, who's ready for another PowerPoint? Yeah. Joke's on you, Bear, because here comes another one. This will be great. Who here has been to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas? Show of hands. Excellent. Okay, so a few more than Sandcastle. That's progress. Beautiful park. Love Sandcastle. I highly recommend it. For those of you that don't know, we are a beautiful park in San Antonio, Texas, a mere 1,200 miles from here. And I know as you all checked in, you received your envelope that has your complimentary admission ticket and your selection of flash passes. So come on down, visit, you can skip the line, you have your admission for the day, plan it in advance, let me know so you can definitely say hi. But let's have some fun. I'm not dealing with it. So, there we go. Check, 1, 2, we're good? Who put this in there? Tim, was this you? This is not funny. Is that Shakira? Because those hips don't lie. Moving on. Just stand here so we don't have to see that anymore, John. Sorry. My apologies. So I'm going to start off with a little special thing from my friends at Over Texas. Jeff right here. I'm going to stop. All right, let's start in Dallas. No, that's not Dallas. That might be Dallas. Crystal Zemek asked that I share that with you for our friends at Six Flags Over Texas. Aquaman. We're back. Nope. I'm gonna pause there for 1 second. Aquaman actually opens, believe it or not, this coming weekend for spring break. It's doing technical rehearsals now. I'm excited to get to check it out next week, and then it opens just in time for spring break. New for 2019, 21, 22, 23. New for 2023. An epic adventure, 5 years in the making, but ready for everyone at Six Flags Over Texas. This is actually our 31st season this year, but I want to give you a quick look back at what we did to celebrate 30 years. I know, very young in the amusement park world, but 30 years at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas.
So on behalf of all of us at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, welcome to the 30th anniversary season!
video really tells it all. We love what we do. We love what we do for our guests, and we have a whole lot of fun doing it. We are celebrating a decade of thrills. Here's a quick look at where we've come in a very short 10 years. 17 new rides and attractions, 5 new coasters, including 4 new prototypes. For one park, really outstanding when you look at the scope of everything we've done since 2013. Maybe we'll get to the next slide. There we go. Started in the water park in 2014 with not 1 but 2 new attractions in the water park. Moving on to 2015. The brand new prototype ride from SNS, our 4D free-fly coaster Batman, as well as our zipline attraction, 2 new attractions that year. Moving on to 2016, another epic adventure with our triple threat of thrills in the boardwalk. 3 new attractions, including one that is not a coaster. Thunder Rapids Water Coaster. This one might look familiar coming to a park near you. Awesome. You guys are going to love it. This is a huge win for our friends at Waldemere, and I cannot wait to check it out myself. Congratulations. By the way, huge round of applause for all the presenters tonight. You all are truly blessed to have so many great parks in the East Coast in general, but Western Pennsylvania specifically. You are spoiled, and I hope you appreciate the heck out of all of them, because you are lucky. Moving on to 2018, Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster, another world's first single rail coaster. We're going to get to Wonder Woman in a little bit here and find out all the new things that are happening with that attraction. 2019, an adventure on a dark ride, Pirates of the Deep Sea, an in-house retheming of our dark ride attraction, bringing something totally new and unexpected for our guests. Moving on to 2019, sorry, I forgot another new attraction in 2019. So Pirates actually opened at midnight to celebrate New Year's to kick off 2019. And then later that same year, a few months later, we opened Joker Carnival of Chaos. 2020, we got Daredevil Flying Machines. Oh, this is exhausting. 2021. Poltergeist, we completely redid Poltergeist, our launch coaster. Repainted the entire coaster, redid the queue line experience, redid the loading station experience, so it's more of a haunted house storytelling experience. Really blew our guests away from what it was to what we recreated the ride experience to be. And of course, in 2022, Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger. Who here had a chance to ride Dr. Diabolical? All right, David, you can tell everyone about it. That's outstanding. I honestly expected at least 2 people, so that was a little underwhelming. I apologize. Our B&M dive coaster, and this really brings our chapter to a new level. When you look at the level of storytelling we've done in recent ride installs, Joker and Cliffhanger, and even Daredevil Dive are 3 great examples on how we've integrated the storytelling experience into the queue line experience. On Joker, you go through an actual fun house before you hit the load station. On Cliffhanger, you're going through an entire queue house experience to learn about Dr. Diabolical and interact with her army of monsters and machines to find out what her story is before you actually board the ride. So that storytelling element is becoming a more important part of what we're doing with all our attractions. Oh my gosh, I'm already 11 minutes in. It's a lot of pressure. I got a lot to get through. This is an exciting year. 2023, wait till you see all of this, and keep in mind, just about everything I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes is supposed to happen before 4th of July. It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it that way. Park enhancements. The park is already open, so we are a year-round operation, not necessarily year-round every day, but weekends in January, February, then we go into spring break and Easter for full run stretches, but we are open year-round. But looking at 2023, a lot of it has to do with this man right here. You all know Jeffrey Sievers. He sends a big hello and I love you to each and every one of you. He is really the mastermind behind all of this. There are 2 parts of this picture. One is the big hello from Jeffrey. Part 2 is this monument you see behind him that is brand new in Texas State Square, and a huge shout out to our entertainment team because that is actually designed and created in-house by our skilled entertainment craftsmen. They have that that'll be there all spring and summer. It transitions out for Halloween. We put in something for Fright Fest. They have a different monument for Christmas. We have a different monument for Mardi Gras. And they create each one of those in-house and move them in and out seasonally. And it's not just an attachment to the logo, it's an entirely new monument piece. Really is outstanding for our park team. 2023, just a quick look by the numbers: 40 new park benches, 75 rocking chairs, 114 lounge chairs in the water park, 117 umbrellas throughout the park, 200 tables, and 210 brand new, beautiful trash cans. Who doesn't love a good trash can? I got more applause for the trash can than I did the B&M. Rough crowd tonight. I know it's getting late. We're almost done. We're getting there. Cliff, I promise I'll have you at the bar for last call. You'll be good. Don't worry. Looking at a few more attractions, we're finally getting to more nighttime hours during spring break. So our electrical team went around and checked every inch of neon, every inch of park lighting to make sure everything looks spectacular. Spasburg, we got a brand new clock because the last one got run over by a truck. But it's back with a great big beautiful planter around it. Outstanding addition to Spasburg. A new shade structure and more seating in our boardwalk area. This will not be quite a monstrosity when all is said and done. Yes, it is a giant, beautiful digital display panel, but the cool thing is our entertainment team is now going in and they're gonna dress the facade to make it look more like a vintage billboard. So yes, there will be different images on it, but when all is said and done, it's actually gonna blend into the scenery and fit that look to look more like a vintage billboard. This thing is really driving me nuts, dude. Oh. Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty has been a labor of love for our team. So she's been off the rails for a few months. We actually re-engineered brand new wheels for Miss Kitty, the third set of brand new wheels we worked through so far. And then we worked with a company that specializes in locomotive engineering and design. And they worked to look at the chassis, rework some issues, check out the track to finally get Miss Kitty back on the rails, hopefully in time for spring break. She might actually be running this weekend. I'll have to find that out, but either way, she's back very, very soon to entertain our guests after a long absence. And we have Greta, her sister, who has not seen the light of day in decades. But the good news is we have permission to basically bring Greta back to life. So we'll have 2 locomotive engines when all is said and done. Yeah. We are very excited for that. Roller Coaster Coffee, if you need your caffeine fix because we are not exciting enough in the morning, you can stop by and get your proudly served Starbucks products. Stop by and get your coffee, anything they serve at Starbucks, including all the seasonal offerings. So if you want to show up in your Uggs and get your pumpkin spice latte for Halloween, come on down, it's there ready for your Roller Coaster Coffee. We're also opening a brand new VIP lounge sponsored by our friends at Coca-Cola. Our pass holders will have access to this. At some certain level, you'll also be able to buy your way in for a day. Think of it as kind of like a VIP airport lounge experience. So a selection of complimentary food and beverages, air conditioning, charge your cell phone, relax, escape the kids for a couple hours, really whatever you want to do. Find them at the Lost and Found. I hear that's the popular place to drop them. And here you see a variety of just the different furniture styles and how it's going to look, but it really is designed to be an elevated guest experience. And premiering in 2023, one of the biggest, most impressive things any amusement park has ever done, we are introducing a 5,000 square foot e-gaming experience at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. It's going to be equipped with several computers. We can play the newest games on the most high-tech equipment, a streaming station, a competition gaming station where you can have 5-on-5 competitions, and this is going to evolve into an entire campus at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Stay tuned for maybe April-ish, May, to get full details on all of that, but this is truly a one-of-a-kind in any amusement park anywhere. Oh, Bugs Whitewater Rapids, getting some much-needed TLC, but there you can see the characters before entertainment team, again, in-house, the fantastic work they do, taking care of all of this to bring it back to new life, including all the effects. When the dragon spits water, the water's back. The fog, every detail, every effect, it's all back to life on this beautiful new ride. Events for 2023. We love blowing stuff up. Check out this fireworks display. So that is a true 360-degree fireworks display we do 3 times a year. New Year's Eve, 4th of July, and maybe 2 times a year. So maybe there's one that I'm forgetting. So at least 2 times a year. But that's what it looks like when you launch from 67 different locations throughout the park. Incredible. And hang on, wait, there was a still image with that? So quick story about this. When we decided we were doing this firework display for the first time, we decided we were going to document it from every conceivable angle, which is why you see the drone footage from all kinds of different angles. That needs to stop. Can you hold it right there, maybe? So I thought it'd be really cool to get the best vantage point for the fireworks and watch from the top of the epic Iron Rattler 170 feet in the air. Tim's just going to go back to that for me. Thank you. So you can see the Iron Rattler right here. So I'm right there at the top with the ops team, and we checked it out with safety, with the pyro crew, with everyone to make sure we're out of all the fireworks zones, we're safe. So we're at the top and we're looking down, we're like, hey, what's that on the gully platform? We're like, oh, those look like launch sites for fireworks. So you can kind of see these flaming lava balls, and you can see the direction they're going. So the footage from my cell phone was actually shot like this. Because we had, let's just say, eye-level view of fireworks, which you never want to have, but it really was the most outstanding view I've ever had in my life. Which is why you now have the awesome footage to enjoy. All right, thank you, Tim. I appreciate your assistance. So looking at other events, we have Spring Break, which actually starts for us this coming Saturday and runs for 9 consecutive days. Screen Break, which is something new and different we're doing this year. So you have Spring Break during the day, and then during the evening, we're opening some haunted houses, putting some characters out there in the midways. So you have kind of a haunted house feel to a Spring Break experience, so something new and completely different for Spring Break. Viva la Fiesta, which is our huge event following Spring Break in the spring, really a flavor of San Antonio. There's some of our characters for Spring Break. Summer Vibes Festival coming in June, Oktoberfest with our food festival, endless amount of beer. It's really a spectacular food event for us in the fall. Kids Boo Fest, of course, Six Flags Fright Fest for the ultimate Halloween experience. My favorite time of year, holiday in the park. But of course, a huge event specifically for all of you folks, our 3rd annual Roller Coaster Rodeo. It is a 3-day event for us. June 9 through 11, 2023, which includes the event, full park ERT on Saturday nights. Not just a couple coasters, every single ride in the park for the few hundred folks that are there specifically for Roller Coaster Rodeo. Really is the best way to experience a private park experience, very exclusive event, every single kiddie ride, coaster, everything in between, open for all of you. Welcome receptions, cowboy breakfast, we have rodeo rivalry games, huge rodeo dinner, we have a designated lounge with air conditioning, we have food, and we have more food, lots of freebies, lots of surprises, 2 exclusive events, both which will benefit the National Roller Coaster Museum Association. You can climb Cliffhanger's Lift Hill or Break Track. So you can either go 90 feet, or you can climb all the way 150 feet in the air to the top of the platform for our dive coaster. Really unique experience. Tickets are on sale now. Buy them up, come on down, hang out with us for the weekend. It is an event not to be missed. Coaster enhancements. Oh my gosh, I still have so much that I haven't gotten to the exciting stuff yet. Iron Rattler, 3rd train. We'll never deal with 1 train operation again. We went out and we bought a complete new 3rd train. It actually just got commissioned this past week. We are now successfully running 2 trains on a regular basis. Beautiful thing. Boomerang, we went out and purchased 2 brand new trains. So we have 2 trains, new restraints, new braking system. We're going to take it down for 6 weeks after spring break, put those into circulation so the 2 trains won't run simultaneously. But the good news is we never have to take one off and have the coaster closed again. So we'll always have it open with 2 beautiful trains available. Wonderwood, getting 3 new and improved trains, new controlled equipment, easier to maintain, better guest experience, better team member experience. We're excited for that, but coming soon. But wait, there's more. Dun, dun, dun. Whitewater Bay is becoming... It's really building the drama. Hurricane Harbor San Antonio. So it's more than just a name change for us. There's a complete rebrand of the water park. So if you had been to our old water park, our guests are not going to recognize it when they come opening day for this year, including not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 new kids water slide attractions in our water park. New theming, new food, new cabanas. This says 7. It depends on how you want to count some of those slides, but I'm going to go with 6 just because Six Flags did. There have been a lot of jokes that just aren't funny tonight. Our kids area is being rebranded to Thrill Seeker Park. So we're going to go through some of those attractions quickly so you can see what they all look like. And this sign will be approximately as tall as a hipster in a Great Lakes shirt. That is correct. I don't know why that's our unit of measurement, but it is. So we have Rambling Road, which is already rethemed for us. We have our kids coaster, Streamliner coaster. We have our giant pirate ship play structure, which is getting a new refresh. This ride will become Bucking Broncos. It's going to look brand new. Sky Searcher, these used to be pieces of fruit. Now they're going to be little hot air balloons, which I think makes a lot more sense than flying fruit. Stunt Pilots, our airplane ride, is going to look much more aerodynamic and beautiful. A lot of new paints, new buildings, new structures. It's going to be a whole new area. But wait, there's more. We're not even to the exciting stuff yet. Oh my gosh. Fun under construction. Going. These are our bumper cars. Going. Gone. Who doesn't love a demo video? Look at that. It just all disappears so quickly. But wait, I know you're all asking, what's going to go there?
What's going to go there?
Thanks a lot. Introducing Kids Flash Cosmic Coaster, the world's first single-rail family racing roller coaster. So they are 2 independent tracks that will run simultaneously to create the racing experience. But the cool thing is, those tracks will be covered on 3 sides in LED panels. So it is going to create an immersive, very cool light effect on the track itself that can have a variety of different themes and elements to it to really create a unique ride experience. Holding Summer 2023, Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Let's take one more look at least you're excited for it. Thank you, Bill. So here's a quick look at the stats. 36-inch height requirement. Again, we talked about the LED panels covering 3 sides of the track for a very cool ride experience. Dual track design, the tracks cross over at a dozen different locations throughout the course of the ride. So really that racing element is going to be very cool for our adults and little guests. This is the perfect family coaster for over 1,100 feet of combined track length. We're really excited to have a family coaster at the park. This is the perfect addition to that whole area. I think we may have killed the batteries at this point. There's nothing to see there, folks. All right, thank you so much. I know, Bill, I'm over time. I apologize. Any last questions? Any questions? Yes, one. You know, if you want to talk about bathrooms, we have redone 3 bathrooms just this year alone, and by the time you visit towards the end of the year, every bathroom's going to be brand new. So that's a lot of new toilets. All right, I guess I'm out of questions. So just because I can, whoops.